Okay, the mic's work. Well, no, they can hear that. It was probably just. Let me just make sure we're working here. Yeah. Okay, we're on. Go ahead. Keep talking. I just noticed that.
So we can. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're getting rid of one, you might as well get rid of all because the negative comments are still going to be there, no matter what media platform you're on.
Well, I think it had a lot to do with that crappy ending to the final Dynamite of the year. I thought that was a letdown with the Dark Order. I'm sorry, I did not care one bit.
See, I wanted to see all of it. You know, I went on Instagram. I could see more of what happened. They had masks, and they pulled masks out, 2 of them, and they had the Bucks down there. So I'm like, oh my God, they're going to put these masks on the Young Bucks? What?
I just felt like a lot of people felt like it was a flat ending.
I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it at all.
Okay. Well, I guess some people
here's
like
my
it.
thing.
I didn't.
They shoved the Dark Order in our face, and it was like, who are these idiots? Like, what's? Give me something.
A story.
And then they lost in the title match against SCU. And then it was like, okay, now let's build these guys up. And it was kind of like, shouldn't you have built them up before?
So then
but they built them up now. Now I understand the Dark Order, so I like it. I was cool with the ending. I don't like Dark Order because I don't like them. But I love the idea of that heel faction.
What about the guy Phantom punching Gold?
That
was
bad.
embarrassing. That was an embarrassment. Seriously?
Yeah,
I mean, come on. You're on national television. It just makes the business look like a joke.
It was bad.
So I'm sure Jim Cornette went off on that. It's just like, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. I'm just like, you know what? Maybe it's the best thing that they took their Twitter offline.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Whatever. Just focus on putting out the best possible product that you can.
Yeah.
But I just find, I don't know, it's just, I have nothing really else to say about it because to me it's not really that big of a deal. But apparently it made the news round, so I figured we'd have to briefly talk about it.
Fair.
So anything else you want to say about them leaving the Twitter?
I just hope if it's good for them,
mentally,
if it's good for the goose,
fine.
It's good for the gander.
Great.
I'm cool with it.
So Monday Night Raw's taped episode December 23rd, which featured Seth Rollins versus U.S. Champion Rey Mysterio, drew an average of 1.835 million viewers, according to Showbuzz Daily here. This is another low here for Raw. It was down 10.6% from last week's 2.053 million viewers for the post-TLC show, which was the lowest non-holiday Raw viewership in the show history at that point. Monday's show, airing the night before Christmas Eve, would break that record for a new low. First hour drew 1.955, second hour drew 1.864 million, and the final hour drew 1.686 million viewers. Anything you want to say about this episode of Raw? Are you surprised about the ratings? I'm not. I figured they'd go down because of the holiday. I'm shoot back up.
I'm not, because it was garbage.
The results look bad.
What they're doing with Seth is just so garbage. I love the heel turn. I'm glad he's a heel. But how they did it is such trash. I like him with AOP. But how they did it is just, it's garbage in a half shell, man. It's just trash bags. I do like how they had Samoa Joe. I'm glad he's coming back.
Joe.
That was
him and Rollins.
I like that.
Roles reverse.
I'm glad to see Samoa Joe coming back, and I like to see him not standing down to those two AOP jabronis, but the show is garbage.
That's taped.
I don't expect the viewer. I mean, I'm sure it'll go up next week.
We have a wedding.
But yeah, they are pushing this wedding
Lana
so hard.
And Lashley. If it doesn't lead to a live sex celebration, I mean, come on, what are we doing here, folks? Gotta get those ratings somehow, pal.
That's the only way. Titties. That's the only way they can make that show watchable. I really hope
gonna happen.
They've just been pushing this so hard for what, 3 weeks now?
Well, at least weddings, they're always entertaining in wrestling.
It better be good, is all I have to say.
Remember Triple H was testing Stephanie, and then Triple H revealed he got Stephanie knocked up in Vegas.
Yeah, I remember.
What was the other one? There was
Bart. Remember Bart Gunn and Billy Gunn?
I haven't watched that yet, but I know what you're talking about. Where Eric Bischoff's the priest.
God, it was such a long.
Was it Kane and Lita? Or no, it was Edge and Lita. And then Kane came up to the name of the Father and the Son and the holy shit, the priest said. So to me, Daniel Bryan and AJ Lee, that was the last big. Remember Vince revealed that AJ was the Raw General? That was on Raw 1000. Was it Raw 1000?
It sounds familiar.
I think it was on the 1000th episode of Raw, which I actually enjoyed. I don't know if it was on that show or not. I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
It better be good.
I can't remember the last time we had a wedding.
Actually, there was Rusev and Lana got married.
On the show?
On the show.
I don't remember that.
And Dolph Ziggler, because he was feuding with Ziggler then.
Oh, God.
And
Actually, maybe I forgot that for a reason. You sure?
Lana went into the cake. I know Lana went into the wedding
Roman
cake.
Reigns.
It was Roman Reigns. That's what
Yeah,
it was.
another low period in the history of Monday Night Raw. The show's been pretty good at that for the last couple of years. They're just absolutely sucking.
Consistency.
Let's talk about Alistair Black and Buddy Murphy. Apparently, their feud is continuing this past week on Raw, with both superstars squashing local enhancement talent. And they set up a rematch for next week's episode, the final episode of Raw in Hartford, Connecticut. The current plan is for Murphy to work as a strong heel while Black works as a big babyface, according to our friend Dave Meltzer on the Wrestling Observer Radio. It'll be interesting to see how they are booked after next week's rematch, but Raw Executive Director Paul Heyman has a plan for both superstars to be pushed. WWE booked the Black versus Murphy rematch for next week after fans voted for their TLC match as the favorite match of the night by a landslide, and I, of course, participated in that poll and voted in it because it was the best match on that terrible TLC. Well, next to the ladder match. I'd say those were the two best matches on TLC.
Okay.
You thought? I think both are great talent.
They are. I mean, I love that they're feuding, but it's like, who are you going to put over?
You can elevate. Somebody's got. I think Black. You got to elevate Aleister Black.
But like Buddy Murphy's, to me, I
really
think he's better than Black. So there's
a lot.
I mean,
you can do with Aleister Black in terms of character,
for sure.
But that motif, that darkness.
I just don't know which. Are there more faces or are there more heels in? Because right now, Baron Corbin's your main heel, basically.
Who?
Right,
Yeah.
and it's like, and he's good. You know what I mean? I think he's doing a great job.
He gets me to not tune in every week,
but I'm
not
tuning in to
That's
see Baron Corbin. But he's doing a fine job. He's
great.
okay.
With the dialogue. I'm sure if he was unscripted, he could be a lot better.
But
say that with half the roster.
I don't know. I mean, I like to see great matches, so I'm fine with it. You know what I mean? And these guys put on a good show, so I'm cool with it. But
so you're gonna watch next week?
I'm not saying that.
Don't worry, I'm not either. Not watching Raw. Let's also move into here. So I'm going to say that for a little bit later. Let's talk about plans for the 2020 Royal Rumble. There's still no word yet on who will challenge WWE Champion Brock Lesnar when he returns in the ring. Of course, that will happen in Houston on January 26th. There have been rumors of WWE doing Cain Velasquez versus Brock Lesnar or Tyson Fury versus Lesnar at WrestleMania. On April 5th, excuse me, I almost threw up in my mouth when I heard that. But the Observer reports there is nothing to those rumors. We've noted how Kane is currently booked for the 30-man Royal Rumble match, but as of right now, he's not scheduled to face Lesnar in their rematch from Crown Jewel. Also, we noted this week's Raw saw Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch and WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Asuka agree on a singles match after the man issued the challenge. That match is booked for the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, which will be the one-year anniversary of Asuka defeating Lynch by submission at Royal Rumble 2019.
So the rumor of Tyson Fury, I just looked at the date. He is fighting he's boxing in a match.
He is on April 5th.
No, not April. He's February 22nd. So that's a month, give or take. I mean, he's fighting in a boxing match.
Great, go do that.
How is he going to be able to promote with a destroyed face in the month of March?
Who wants to see that match?
Plus, he's gonna be training to win a Royal Rumble. There's no chance of Tyson Fury, is what I'm saying. And if they do Tyson Fury or Cain Velasquez, they're idiots. But
how about Kevin Owens?
I like.
Whoa, there we go.
Kevin Owens, or
ooh,
I really like the thought of Big E Langston, coming back.
He'd have to face the Fiend then. Well, he could pick whoever. Right?
He could pick whoever.
If that's what the rules are going to be, they always change.
And I want him to
Lesnar
defend his friend Kofi Kingston's honor.
There's a story there.
And beat Brock Lesnar. That's what I would really like to see.
I was going to say you could do the Owens route here where it comes down to him and Rollins are the final two, and then say AOP illegally enter the ring, and it looks like he has to take on all three, and they're just pounding away on him, and Owens has to overcome Seth Rollins and both members of the Authors of Pain to win the Royal Rumble. That could work.
It could work, but it's...
Because they're heels. They're going to cheat. I like Big E, too.
I like Kevin Owens. I think Kevin Owens would be cool.
Oh, man. There's a story there.
But can Kevin Owens stand up to Brock Lesnar?
I think he could. Well, realistically, he'd probably get his ass kicked, but this is wrestling.
But it's wrestling. But are they going to put him over Brock Lesnar?
Why are we having Lesnar hold the title this
I don't know. I don't know why he has a title at all.
We've done this before.
The names Cain Velasquez, Brock Lesnar, and Tyson Fury should not even be on his podcast.
I know. It's like Lesnar should be saved for big time matches.
No, he should be saved for nothing.
You don't want to see.
I don't want to see him ever.
Can I get Lesnar and Cesaro? I don't think. Well, it's a shame because I think that match would be incredible.
I think Cesaro's the most underrated wrestler
Yep.
One of the top 5 most underrated wrestlers of all time.
I agree.
So
much talent.
It doesn't matter.
What about Becky? You want to talk about Becky here and Asuka? I think that's a great... finally, following that up. She beat her, and they never followed it up.
So are you going to turn the title over then?
You could.
And then are you going to give it back up at Mania?
Or you have Shayna Baszler win the Women's Royal Rumble and challenge Becky at WrestleMania.
That's cool.
Or Ronda. Ronda could come back. Hey, that would be exciting. I miss Ronda Rousey. I do. I know you probably don't.
I've never heard anyone say that in my life.
Really?
I've never heard anyone
Why?
say
Because
that.
she brought all this exposure to the women's division. You know, she made her debut at the Rumble. She had one of the greatest... that match at WrestleMania 34 was match of the night. And you know it. That mixed tag, that was great stuff.
Okay.
I mean, look at... She won the championship. I felt like she was booked pretty solid.
The only credit I will give Ronda Rousey is that her ass was there every
Her and Charlotte,
day.
match of the year.
They were there. No, hell no.
Yeah, it was a match of the year. I thought they tore the house down in Survivor Series.
I think that she was
Sasha.
there all the time, and I respect that. To not come in and be Brock Lesnar and come when you want, how you want. Her ass was there
worked.
every week. She worked. She definitely got better. But I'm cool, man.
You don't want to...
Thanks. I want some wrestlers,
She's taking some time
man.
away. Yeah, but she
Taking
is a
my
wrestler.
time. No, she's not. No, she's not. She's a UFC fighter.
Okay,
She's
we
a
agree to
UFC fighter.
disagree. I'm not going to die on that hill. Let's see here. So also it looks like we're going to get Lacey Evans versus Bayley.
Okay.
Who cares? Okay, and Braun Strowman versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
Does anyone care?
I don't know if Braun Strowman cares.
Why are we doing the match?
Although they had Braun Strowman dancing in the ring, that was not bad. I thought that was pretty funny.
I thought that was a joke, and it just further watered down his already unbelievable character, and I could give two flying.
I thought it was funny. I liked it.
I don't care about the guy anymore. Good job.
I don't. They did kill him. They had whatever.
He had potential.
Yeah, for sure.
He was over. 2016. I was there when he was destroying guys, and there was a buzz. There was like, oh my god, and then they dropped the ball.
I feel like they could bring him back though. I feel like you could bring him back. He's so big and over with people. They've belittled him, if you will.
It's amazing.
But he's so damn big that he could come back at any time. He could just do one of these like, I'm sick of being the nice guy.
Big Show.
Yeah, and just start squashing people again. And hopefully they don't do what they're doing with Eric Rowan, where he's just squashing all these idiots.
I'm glad you brought that up.
God.
Let's talk about.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. I thought Luke Harper was better than Eric Rowan. Always thought that.
Yeah.
They let him go. Fine, good. Hope he goes to AEW. God bless.
Somewhere else.
So Eric Rowan's not bad, but why they keep having him squash just nobodies is just.
But let's talk about this here. I'm glad you. Here's the article here. Eric Rowan's current push on Raw may lead to big things as he has one significant supporter behind him, the chairman and CEO of World Wrestling Entertainment, Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
You got it, pal.
See, there's no word yet on what the long-term plans are for Rowan, but Vince is said to be heavily behind the Rowan push. He's been squashing enhancement talent, and since the mystery pet storyline kicked off, he has some sort of mystery pet in a covered carrying cage. There's still no word. They probably have no idea what's in the cage.
No,
There's no idea what
no
the. They don't
just carry
long-term
the cage.
plan. What's the point? I never saw anything special in Eric Rowan.
Nothing. I thought he was good, but I thought he was a good Wyatt member.
You put him with the tag or with Bryan. I loved the stuff with him as Bryan's lackey.
It was okay.
Good role.
I liked him in the Wyatt family where he could be hidden, but he was big enough to do some damage when he needed to. But he just played his role. He was that third string guy, played his role, and was never just like he's getting that push.
He lost to The Rock in 6 seconds at WrestleMania 32.
Lost to The Rock in 6 seconds.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Heck yeah, I do.
Oh, that was torture.
I just don't know why they give him a push.
Yeah, and Luke Harper. Bye.
And let Luke Harker or Harper, both of them.
That'll be his name in AEW.
And Harper. Walk. I don't get it. I don't get it. That's a Vince thing, so I'm not necessarily surprised.
It's $10. They'll never reveal what's in the cage.
They will, but it'll be so stupid.
It'll be a letdown.
It'll be so stupid.
It's a hand.
Yeah,
it'll be Mae Young's hand.
Yes, it will. Yes.
I'm not getting my hopes up, so whatever. Let's talk about Rey Mysterio. He lost the United States Championship at the live event from Madison Square Garden this past week to Andrade Cien Almas.
Finally.
I was shocked to hear this. This happened, on the 26th? I want to say the day after Christmas?
The day after Christmas, yeah.
Yeah.
Finally.
Whoa.
Finally.
Andrade.
I love him.
Talent.
And you got Zelina Vega.
Ooh. She did.
Who you could have...
Don't tell Alistair Black I said that.
I just, I don't know, man. I feel like he's been great. He's been great this whole time. And I love the whole manager gimmick. I love it, man. It's so easy that for her to cheat, for him to win, man.
Simple.
It's so simple.
Yep.
What are you doing? Why is this taking so long? I don't get it.
Yet you shove Alberto Del Rio down our throats, yet this guy,
who's
more talented than he is.
Dedicated.
I get it. He doesn't speak the best English. That's why you have a manager with him.
You have a manager for him.
Yeah. I think they're a perfect pair. I heard rumors they were thinking about splitting them up.
I heard that too.
I hope they don't. Why would you do? Why?
Because it's a Vince thing.
He gets bored. So he's like, hey, we got to change things up. Let's talk about rumor on Roman Reigns versus The Fiend at WrestleMania 36. It is rumored that this will be the Universal Championship match for the SmackDown brand main event. According to a new report from WrestlingNews.com, I think that's supposed to say it's important to note that this should be taken as a rumor for now, but I think all roads lead to this match.
Yeah.
I'm kind of worried for Roman, though. He's getting good reactions, and I feel like, do you put him in this situation?
Yeah, no, not yet.
This is not going to end. He's going to get booed again?
Yeah. Keep him at where he's at. Do not shove him down our throats again.
Unless you have Daniel Bryan beat The Fiend and then do Bryan and Reigns.
Not yet. Not yet.
I don't want to beat The Fiend.
Roman is at that stage where people are starting to like him again. He's not being shoved down our throat.
I feel bad for him that he's stuck in this feud with Corbin.
I don't at all.
He should be in something better.
No, he shouldn't.
Yeah,
Keep him where he is. Let everybody get behind this guy again. And then let him elevate himself. Don't just shove it down our throats. Let him keep doing what he's doing.
Maybe you could do him and Nakamura for the IC title at WrestleMania.
I'd like to see him just build his way up, not just keep getting shot up.
Bring some prestige back.
Well, he's fighting Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman's going to take that title from that little pipsqueak
I don't
Nakamura.
care. I don't care about the IC title. I don't care about any of the second. Too many titles.
Nah, I don't think there's too many titles. I think the people who have them don't deserve them. Nakamura isn't a title guy. He just let him.
He looks
Nakamura
bored.
Should be gone. He should be gone. He should be back in Japan doing his unscripted just awesomeness. Let him go. He's
really disappointing. I forget about him. I'm just whatever.
For sure.
Shin. They call him Shin, remember?
Yeah.
I hate that. I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
I think, what if you do this match and Roman loses? Because Bray Wyatt has yet to win at WrestleMania. Remember that.
Yeah, okay.
He's the reverse of The Undertaker. He has a losing streak. So when he wins, it'll be like a big shock. Oh, he's 0-21. 1-21.
Let him go 0-21 and then he can change. Don't do it yet. He's probably 0-4 now.
He'll be the inverse.
Yeah, just do that.
That's sad. I can't believe he's... Well, let's see.
Just don't do the match in red. Don't do the red light match.
Oh, they're going to do it.
Don't do that.
They're going to do it.
Don't do that.
Why? It's terrible. Was I there for one of his... I have not yet to be there in person, but I can only imagine what it's like trying to stare at the ring in a red light. You can't see anything.
Don't do it.
They're going to do it. So the point is here, we're going to move on here and talk about NXT viewership increase for the Christmas night episode. NXT drew 831,000 viewers for the Christmas night episode because there was no AEW Dynamite because the TNT had its annual marathon of a Christmas story on.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Did you watch NXT?
I did not, and I missed AEW Dynamite. I missed it very much. My heart was broken.
You didn't watch a Christmas Story?
I don't like that movie.
Why?
I don't like it.
It's a classic.
I don't care. So is Star Wars.
It's a major reward.
I don't
like Star Wars either?
I don't like Star Wars either. Classic chick. I just don't. I don't know. I don't like it. You know, it was shot in Cleveland too.
Yeah, I was at the house.
Did you see the house?
I saw the lamp.
Nice, cool.
It's a very nice lamp. I might get me one day.
No, I don't like Christmas Story. I like AEW Dynamite. I like NXT. I just didn't catch it. It was Christmas night.
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Ghostbusters. I actually watched Ghostbusters.
Are you going to say Die Hard?
No, I'm not going to say Die Hard.
Come on, it's Die Hard!
Ghostbusters isn't even a Christmas movie, but I watched it on Christmas, so now it's my favorite Christmas movie. Because Ghostbusters...
You don't like Christmas movies?
Ghostbusters is my favorite movie.
Wait a minute here, folks. He's going to hit me with... No, I thought...
I got this as a gift.
for
Christmas.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm a big Ghostbusters fan.
So you're excited for the new one?
Yes. Did you see the trailer for it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not going to lie.
yes.
It looked interesting. I'm not going to say it looked good because they screwed up.
No, I thought it looked good.
It did.
It didn't have the no offense, I'm not sexist. It didn't have the women in there. I didn't like that. I didn't like that trend. I just...
Yeah. It was a bad script.
Yeah, it was... Yeah,
it was not a good movie.
Thanks, but no thanks. But this new one looks pretty good. I'm really
back the old cast.
Yeah, I'm pumped for it.
Okay.
Well, Egon's dead, so you can't bring him back.
Rest in peace, Harold Ramis.
Yeah.
But let's talk about here a little bit of New Japan news here. Apparently, they will not be broadcast in the United States this year. Apparently, they were formerly on Access TV. That is now changing here because it was announced via Twitter that Access will not provide New Japan Pro Wrestling broadcasts in the United States in 2020 because Impact Wrestling has announced they acquired a majority interest in Mark Cuban's Access TV and HDNet movies, and the company that owns Impact Wrestling is Anthem Sports and Entertainment. So they're going to be the new home here for Impact Wrestling. And the deal between New Japan, who has been a broadcast partner since 2014 with Access, is set to expire in January 2021. Thoughts on New Japan not airing in the United States on a broadcast?
I don't necessarily know what the following is,
yeah.
So I don't think it's that big of a deal.
You never watched much?
Most of the American talent left New Japan. You know what I mean? So it's kind of just like,
Okay.
My buddy has a login. I could just borrow his login.
New Japan World?
Yeah.
I've watched Wrestle Kingdom before. It's good. I like it. But
no, for sure.
It's not something that
like 3 a.m. or something like that.
3 a.m.
Yeah. Something like crazy, yeah.
I don't know. And then Impact, do you have anything to say about them? I haven't watched them in years.
Yeah, no, thanks.
6 years.
Sheesh.
I was enjoying TNA for a while, and then it just, I don't know what happened. Just all went downhill, and I'm just like, I'm done with this company.
Yeah, basically.
Waste of time. Let's see here. So let's talk about AEW. They're going to have their win-loss records to reset every year as 2020 approaches. The promotion recently announced that starting with the January 1st episode coming up here in a number of days, all records will be reset with the start of New Year. Career records will remain intact, and the annual ranking records will be important when announcing the weekly AEW rankings.
Cool.
Of course, this was alluded to back in November when EVP Nick Jackson answered how AEW will handle things down the road to avoid booking problems in regards to wrestlers' record. And your thoughts on the win-loss record being reset every year? I think that's smart. I think it's just it's a way to it's like a football season. Season ends next year. Boom. Yeah.
I don't know if I like it so soon. I mean, they just started in October.
Yeah, but you kind of have to get it down. Now you have something next year. You'll have the full year to work with.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it gives them a chance to kind of fix anything that they did that they didn't necessarily want to do. So I'm cool with it. I like the idea of the record. I'm still a fan of the records counting, and I like the reset. That's fine. Like I said, I don't know if it is necessary now.
True.
Probably not, but it's cool if they do.
All right.
If they want to change anything.
And then we got their next pay-per-view coming up here real quickly. Revolution. It was announced for February 20... What is it?
Do you know who's going to AEW Dynamite Wednesday?
29th.
January 29th?
Oh, we'll be there. I'll be there.
I'll be there. Front row.
I still got to get my tickets.
Watch for me. Front row, baby.
Yeah, January 29th.
On that TV side, I'm
Cleveland.
On the other side.
Where is it at? The Wolfstein Center?
The Wolfstein Center,
Never been there.
CSU, Cleveland State Universities.
I hope it's...
it's going to be great. It's going to be
crowd.
Great.
It'll be wonderful, yes. Let's talk about Smackdown ratings. This week's episode drew an average of 2.439 million viewers in the overnight ratings. Hour 1 drew 2.54 million viewers. Hour 2 dropped to 2.337 million viewers. It was number 1 in the 18 to 49 demographics for the night. This is up 1.8% from last week's Friday's Smackdown episode, which drew an average of 2.395 million. Any thoughts on the ratings here for Smackdown or the show in general? You want to say?
I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked. I'm not anything.
Because we did have this announced on the show as well. We can talk about.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan versus Bray Wyatt was officially announced for the 2020 Royal Rumble. On this episode of Smackdown, Bryan became the new number 1 contender for the Universal Championship, so I think that's great.
But my question is, so who are you putting over?
I know.
Here's my thing. It's
going to be a great
match. If you go back and look, we just watched the clip. We'll talk about it in a little bit. We watched a clip of someone getting put over, and this dude probably didn't hold the title for more than 2 months tops.
He dropped it right back a couple weeks later.
So here's my thing. Go back and Wikipedia all of how long people retain their title. How long did they have their titles for? It was like a max of 3 months. People didn't have it for 342 days. Like, that was not a thing.
No.
It turned over constantly, and it was always a surprise, and it was always on Raw, or it was always on, or whatever,
pay-per-view.
Sunday Night Heat, whatever, a pay-per-view.
Wherever.
It was wherever. Hopefully they put Bryan over and let the Fiend in his stupid red light lose his title.
Wow.
I want to see the title move more.
Yeah.
Give more people opportunities. Like I said, who it was who got put over, I don't know how many times he won the title over his career. But it was a quick here. Have it for a minute. God bless.
Here you go, buddy.
Enjoy it.
Here, pal.
Put that on your resume. You know what I mean? Whatever.
I really hope they get rid of the red lighting, because remember, Bryan and Bray had Bray's best match of his career. I was in the building that night when that match happened at Royal Rumble 2014.
Okay.
You remember that match?
I don't remember that.
It was the opener. It was incredible. You should go back and watch it.
Okay.
The rest of the show, not so much, but that opener was insane.
You think that was Bray's best match?
Yeah, of his
You
career.
think it was better than when he fought Randy Orton at WrestleMania and had those like worms projected onto
I need the Men in Black flasher, so I just forget that, because that was a travesty. That was one of the worst title matches I've ever seen.
Yeesh.
Garbage.
Yeesh.
Garbage. But this should be good, even if they have red lighting. The match will still be really good, because it's Daniel Bryan, it's Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
They both have great chemistry, so looking forward to it. And let's talk about Chris Jericho here. He says Hiroshi Tanahashi will receive an AEW title shot if he wins at Wrestle Kingdom 14. Of course, Jericho will be wrestling Tanahashi here. I believe it's on January 5th on my birthday here, and it's going to be a happy birthday to me.
Happy
this
birthday
match
to you,
is
buddy.
a non-title bout. Tanahashi felt if he did win and Jericho wanted a rematch, the title should be added to the mix. So I will I'll see if I can get somebody's login to check that out. But I definitely want to see that match, because I'm a huge Jericho fan.
Yeah, love him.
And I think that's smart. With the co-branding, there's been a lot of heat between New Japan and AEW. I think both should come together to work towards, just providing the best possible product for both fans. I think that would be great to see Tanahashi challenging Jericho for the AEW title.
The only reason I don't see him doing it is because I see AEW, they have their own characters to develop, and they don't really have time to bring him in. You bring him in, 80% of the people who watch don't know who he is. And he's getting a title shot. The only reason I see him allowing it is because that's somebody else they could bring in for a month.
Yeah.
And let Jericho retain that much longer. Because, you went down
He
the
ain't
Jungle
dropping
Boy.
it until either Moxley or
Mox
Double or Nothing.
Mox is taking that in February.
I could see it.
So it gives them January to hold on to that title.
Okay. It's possible. Now, anything else you want to say about that before we move into our last article here?
Nope.
All right, so possible locations for Survivor Series 2020 and Royal Rumble 2021 and WrestleMania 37 updates. So we got a lot to cover in this article here. So WWE is reportedly headed to Dallas, Texas for Survivor Series 2020 and to Seattle, Washington for Royal Rumble 2021, which is, of course, T-Mobile Park. Likely location for Royal Rumble 2021. This is where WrestleMania 19 was at, Safeco Field. And it's also noted here for WrestleMania 37, which I would like to go to. It's revealed that we should know soon where it's going to be at. There are rumblings of WrestleMania 37 being held at the new LA Stadium in Los Angeles Arena. And also Las Vegas was rumored as a finalist as well. So it's going to be, I think, between Vegas and LA. I think that would be great. I'd love to go to either one. Man, wouldn't that be great?
That would be cool.
You should go to WrestleMania if they go to LA. Would you consider it?
It's always an option. It's WrestleMania.
You gotta go to
it's
WrestleMania.
always an option.
Even if the show sucks, it's
It's so goddamn long.
the flight.
The damn night.
Oh,
the whole
the
show.
show.
I'm an old man. I got old bones. I don't got time to be sitting there watching.
I sat there 7 hours this
I don't
year.
have 7 hours of my life to you. I got so much shit to do.
Well, with LA, with the time zone difference, hey, that's a little bit better. It's not as late as it would be for New York. We didn't get out till 12:30. I can get back to the hotel till like 2 in the morning. I was whooped.
Yeah.
Whew.
That's true.
Because you got to get on 10 different trains just to get back to the freaking stadium. I mean, that was a nightmare leaving.
I'm
that place.
sure, man. That's crazy. Where's it at this year? Orlando?
Yeah, Tampa Bay.
Tampa. That's right. Tampa.
So that'll be nice.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Maybe anything.
I was thinking of going this year or next year, but 2021, something tells me if it's LA or Vegas, I'm going.
That sounds like a good.
I want to go back.
Cool.
Vegas. Oof.
I'd rather go to LA than Vegas.
All right, yeah. If I had to pick, I've been to Vegas. I really want to get out to LA.
Yeah.
Fair. So yeah, anything else you want to say about the locations here for 2020 and 2021?
I just wish this global warming thing would pick up so that Ohio would be warm enough for them to have it here.
Where would they have it? Oh, the Ohio State Stadium?
Probably Brown Stadium.
Yeah?
Maybe Brown Stadium or Progressive Field. I'm cool with either of them. Probably Brown Stadium, though. I think Brown Stadium's got to hold more.
Yeah. That wouldn't be bad. But I doubt. Like I said, it's just the weather. The weather.
For sure.
Early April. What's the high up here?
I don't know. It's 59 right now. It's like 59.
Yeah, I know.
Well, and it's December 29th.
They had it in New York. I mean, when I went to WrestleMania, it was nice. It was a nice day that day. And then it rained buckets at literally like as soon as the event ended, like half an hour later, it poured. So they got lucky. That's the risk you run when you hold it outside.
Right. Yep.
I mean, knock on wood, we have yet to have a washout. But
I don't care if it doesn't.
Well, yeah, it is what it is. But let's end it here by talking about this day in wrestling history, December the 29th of 1998, 21 years ago at Raw is War taping from Worcester, Massachusetts. Mankind defeated The Rock to win the WWF Championship, and this episode would eventually air, I believe, was it January 4th, 1999, and the infamous finger poke of doom that it was going up against with Hogan and Nash, and Tony Schiavone was spoiling the results on Nitro, saying, "Ugh, that'll put a lot of butts in the seats." And a number of people switched over and tuned in to see Mick Foley, Mankind, defeat The Rock to win his first WWF Championship. What a moment!
Yeah,
what a match! What a win!
That's what we just watched.
Wow.
And I wanted to come back to this.
For Austin.
It was awesome. DX is out there fighting Shamrock
Corporation,
and Tez, the Corporation. It was just, and like I said, Mankind. He had it for what? You said he lost it a couple weeks later?
3 weeks at the Rumble.
So it's like you gave him this. You know what I mean? Like you gave him a title and you gave it a reason to keep a feud going.
And it got Rock over, getting ready for Austin. Foley knew he had a job to do. He knew where Rock was headed. He knew what the plan was.
It was just, it was
masterful.
It was like, that's a blueprint. That's a blueprint right there. That's the blueprint you need to follow. And they just, looking at you see everybody's like, when Austin came out.
Crowd.
You don't get that now. Because there's
very rarely.
There's no surprise.
Larger than life characters too. That doesn't. It's just everybody looks the same. Everybody acts the same.
Yeah,
everybody does flips, kicks, dives. I just want to see more selling and more telling a story and not looking like you're getting in ready position to catch somebody or we're doing acrobatic. Not every match has to be a gymnastics routine.
I agree.
Can we work some holds and tell a story like Rock and Mick did?
Yeah.
They didn't have to do all that because they had the crowd in the palm of their hand.
Yeah,
less is more.
Agree.
As much as I love the Young Bucks and all that flips and stuff, sometimes it's just like, okay, enough.
There's people who need to do that. I don't think the Young Bucks need to, but when I watch a Young Bucks match, that's what I want to see.
Okay, fine, that's great, but I feel like everybody else does.
But like
dive.
Jericho Moxley.
Jericho don't dive.
No, but like a Jericho Moxley, they'll tell a story. They'll tell me.
Thank you.
They'll paint me a picture.
Good. We need more of that.
There is none.
That's how you get guys over.
And even just big people, there's just not storytelling anymore. It's just like, let's just go out and go do this. God bless.
Why?
You were talking to your Eric Rowan pusher.
Give me a reason to care. That's the problem with a lot of these matches. Anything else you want to say about this before we close out this show?
I don't think so. Let me ask you this: what's your biggest hopes for 2020? What's your biggest hopes? Give me your WWE biggest hopes.
That's funny.
Well, who's going to be the superstar of the year in 2020?
Woo, Keith Lee.
In 20, really? I'm cool with it.
I like Keith Lee a lot.
Keith Lee's a beast.
There's something there. If Vince gets a hold of him. Oh yeah. Look at how big he is. Look at those arms.
Is he staying down at NXT or is he coming up?
I hope he stays up in NXT and doesn't go down to the main roster. So you have to change the term.
Okay, fair.
It's a demotion.
So you hope he stays. So is he your NXT superstar for 2020?
He could be.
Who's your mine will be?
Oh God.
Blah, 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 blah. Mine will be Johnny Gargano when he comes back from injury.
How can you forget? A Cleveland zone. Cleveland boy.
Who's your WWE main roster superstar for 2020?
Can you hold a gun to my head and I'll make Make a pick.
Pick it, pal.
Let's see. Who would Vince want me to pick? Oh God, this is bad. I had been out of it for so long. It's like, who's even on? I have to think. It's so bad now. It's just is there anyone? Kevin? Oh, I don't know if they'll push him.
I would think mine would be. It's going to be Daniel Bryan.
Aleister Black.
He's doing that yes thing again. He's so over with the crowd. It's going to be Daniel Bryan.
This is sad.
I know.
This is the state we're in. I have nobody.
Okay, give me your AEW Superstar of 2020.
Lucha fucking Saurus.
Man, he's so good.
There's
I
money.
love that guy.
Again, a big guy. He doesn't have to do
guy.
a lot. I feel like he could be that big, larger than life character they need. Because Jericho won't be around forever. Right. You got to remember that. You got to start building some stars here.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, your own.
I feel like Mox is too easy of a pick.
He's kind of he's kind of.
I feel like he's going to be. It's got to be Mox. Mox is going to be the 2020 Star of the Year. He's going to hold that title for 6 months when he wins it in February.
What about the Butcher and the Blade?
I don't hate them. That was
so stupid. Oh, we don't know who they are, but I know their names.
Well, it's on their
the Butcher
ass,
and the Blade.
It's on their.
And then Jim Ross. He even couldn't defend that. He's like, my partner's an idiot. Wow.
I'm going Mox. I guess. Am I going Mox? I'm going
Marco
Mox.
Stunt.
You know what? I lied. It's going to be my main man.
Marco
Kenny
Stunt.
Omega. No. Damn it. Not Marco Stunt. If they don't get rid of Marco Stunt. God. Dog.
He's great.
What
more can you love?
I don't love him at all.
I know. You hate him.
Oh,
Every time he comes on, you just want to cry.
God, dog. It was cool. It was like, okay, man, I get it, But then he does that.
What does he do?
Stop it!
It's embarrassing.
Stop it!
I mean, you're bringing down Jurassic Express.
Yes, stop it. He is holding Jurassic Express. He's holding them. He's holding them back.
Maybe let's just have Luchasaurus just kill him one day.
That'd be cool. I'm okay with that.
All right.
I'm okay with that.
There we go.
Fine.
Bye-bye. Jungle Boy. There's potential.
Yeah,
there's something about him.
I like him. I like him a lot. I like that they pushed him.
Babyface
Against Jericho. That was awesome. I think that was a huge push to help Jurassic Express, too.
That should have main evented. I'm sorry. That should have been the way they went off the air. Because he beat Jerry. He did the clock. He boom. And then,
I'm not against the Dark Order doing.
Or you have the Young Bucks win the titles. Something, because it didn't. NXT mopped the floor with them that night.
I agree. They needed somebody. There should have been some kind of title change to end.
Rhea Ripley, that was amazing.
That was.
NXT's great at doing it. Good.
I just hate that that's on Wednesdays. Because I don't want to go back and watch it. I want to do 2 separate nights where I can sit my ass down and watch wrestling for 2 nights back to back and enjoy both of those. I hate that it's on the same night. That pisses me off.
But NXT should be good. I'm looking forward to seeing how AEW does in its second year here.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to look forward to. Anything else you want to say before we wrap this show up here for 2019?
I hope everybody had a good holiday.
Yes.
And be happy and healthy. And then don't do that New Year, New You thing. But God bless. That's it.
Once again, everybody, thank you again for tuning in here. Before we go off the air here, Matt, you want to get your plugs in where people can find you at?
Just find me on the social medias. I'll be on Twitter still. I don't use it. I never use it, but I'm not deleting it like the Bucks. Matt Rossman, NHP on everything for New Hollywood Productions. That's it. And I'm here with this guy.
At DanielGuyza412 on Twitter, youtube.com/DanielGuyza412 and Facebook.com/DanielGuyza1994. Links can be found down below in the description box.
Time out. You got to change that Facebook to 412 so they're all the same.
I tried. It won't. It's impossible.
All right, never mind.
But anyway, guys, thank you all for tuning in here to episode 3. We will be back here next time for episode 4. So until then, thanks for watching and have a safe and healthy, happy new year. Good night.